Welcome to today's adventure. Today I'm going to go split boarding, and so let me show you how to transition so I'm all ready to go. So the first thing, before anything else, before I forget, is I'm going to make sure my beacon is turned on, and I'll see a little flashing red light. Okay? Next, I'm going to break my board apart, split it in two, and get it ready to be in hike mode. So to do that, I'm going to take off my bindings, set them aside. Okay, unclip the top and unclip the bottom. Now that they're apart, I'm going to go ahead and set one down right there and right there. Now, I'm going to put my skins on. I'm going to take my split board skins out of the bag. I'm going to rip them apart. Boom, just like that. And I'm going to be very careful to not get them on the snow. So I'm going to put that clip down, put this on there like that. Now I can stretch it out over the base of my split board and click it onto the side. Looks like I'm going to tighten this one just a little bit. Tight one, tight two. Again, I'm making sure that's over pretty good. And then I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to run it down, try to get any air bubbles out, try to get that adhered to the bottom of the base of the split board so I can hike. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. And sometimes if you're having a difficulty, what you can do is put it like this and use those thigh muscles to help get that apart. Same thing with the other. I'm going to line it up. I'm going to make sure it's clipped on. I'm going to run my hand down, get out all those air bubbles, try to stick that to the surface. Okay, now that my skins are on, it's time to put my bindings back on. The left binding, your bindings will always unclip from the outside. So this is my left binding. I'm going to stick it on my left ski. After that goes in, I'll click it in right there. And then I'll do the same with the other. Just like that. Now it's time for me to adjust my poles. Find the right place for it. Now my pole's at a good length. I can do the other one. Okay, and now I make sure that my bag's all ready. I'll put my skin bag in there, and I'll take off my layers because I want to start hiking a little bit cold. And this allows me to be able to warm up as I'm hiking, because once I get all that movement going, I'll be pretty toasty. So I'll stick my jacket in there, zip up my bag, and put it on. Now I'm ready to get into the split board. To do so, open it like that, prop this heel piece up, stick my boot as far back as the heel will let me go. Then I'll do strap 1, just over the toe. Then I'm going to do strap 2 as well. Okay, now that I'm in, it's time for the other one. Okay, now that I'm all set, I'm going to grab my poles, and it's go time. Okay, now I just made it to the top, and I'm ready to transition so I can snowboard down. So the first thing I'm going to do is unclip my boots and undo my other ones. Now I'm going to take off my bindings. I'm going to remove this front clip right there, slide that pin out, my binding comes off. I'm going to set that right there. Now I'm going to do the other one. Slide that pin on out, set it down. Okay, now it's time to take off the skins. Do that, take this strap, pull on it, and I just rip that off. Just like that. And now I'm going to fold it so glue sticks to glue. We don't want the glue sticking to the carpet. Do that a little bit better. We always want to take care of our gear so it takes care of us. Okay? I'm going to set these right here really quick. I'm going to do the other one. Okay? Now this one is off. I'm going to be very careful not to get any snow on it so that glue stays adhesive. And what a lot of people do is they take their skins and we'll actually put it on the inside of our jacket to kind of keep the glue on in case we need to go transition again. The body heat will help keep that glue on. When the glue gets cold, it's not as sticky, and then it can fall off of your skis easy as you snowboard or go ski back down. Okay? Now, I'm going to put this board back together. I'm going to find those two clips right there. I'm going to slide that in. Now I'm going to do this top piece right here. And now, I'm going to do the bottom as well. After the board is situated back together, we're going to go ahead and do our bindings. This is my right binding, and this is my left binding. So, I'm going to stick it on over this. Really push that on there. And then, I'm going to put that pin back in there. Now, for the right-handed binding, that, insert the pin, okay, now I'm ready to split board back down, but before I do so, I'm going to dig a snow pit and do a column test to test the durability of the snow to see if there's any signs of avalanche or any risky behavior that the snow is happening. And after I do that, I'm going to strap back down. click in those bindings. Now it's time for the other one. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to take my poles. Since I'm not a skier today, these poles are going to go on the side of my backpack. So one pole adjusted. Two pull back to normal. I'm going to take off my bag and attach them to the side. And I'm going to make sure to put on my helmet too. Okay. I'm going to take my helmet off. I'm going to use these side straps for the poles. Strap that in on tight. Now it's time for me to put my helmet on. I'm going to take off my hat, put on my helmet, make sure I'm nice and safe. Then I'm going to put my hat and my other stuff, bag that I do not need. Okay, now it's time to close this bag on up. Put it back on and board down. Now, these backpacks also are very useful as they do have a whistle right here, and I can use that in case of emergency, just like that. Now, for the gloves, I'm going to stick them on. I'm going to try to get in my other side first, actually. Okay, now that I'm strapped in, got my gloves done, I've done all my safety stuff, it's ready to board on now.